Hello everyone, welcome to a day in life of Aboriginal on LostPhoenixWolf. Watch out, third video log for today. And I took a couple minute break. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to talk about right now. I don't really have anything on top of my head right now. I don't know, let's talk about rainy days. Okay, my earliest memory of nice rainy days, I was out splashing puddles with yellow boots and rain jacket and having a little bit of fun splashing puddles and stuff. I think yes, and taking a look at that worms that are sit there in puddles and stuff, and I wouldn't step on them. I think they were like, I don't know. I didn't step on them because I thought maybe they were kind of gross, or I didn't want to hurt what I thought was an animal at the time. This is around like 5 or 6 years old. Got to the point where it was out there, was having fun and going up down the sidewalk and on the porch and backyard and around, and it started pouring even more. Then Dad told me I had to come in, took off the boots, and I was splashing with the boots so much that I got water in the boots and my socks got wet, and then jeans were a little bit wet too. And kind of like the jeans itself were wet, and the shirt and the bottom part of the shirt. I'm pretty sure I got a little bit of trouble, but probably not, because I was out there having fun. And I don't know what my dad was. I don't know if my dad was okay with it. I don't know if he was really mad. It was such a long time ago, and that's my earliest memory of of the rain. And around that time was probably about 6 or 7. I remember it was really raining out there, and I was feeling sorry for this one bird. It was kind of splashing in water. It was wet. It looked like it was hungry. I walked out there, and there's somebody's railing there, and they got these posts here, and there was like a platform for each post, but there was one on the corner was extra big. So I take that and I slowly go towards that bird. The bird takes off into the tree because he or she is wet. So I take that and I put a bread on top of that square. Its skin's soaking wet. The bird actually did see it come down, hopping down the railing, and then started pecking at the bread. So then I didn't feel so bad, I guess. I don't know, I just gave him some bread. And the other earliest memory of rainy days. Let's see. I'm trying to think of someone else that just went straight to that one. Let's see. Any other rainy days? No. I guess when I was about 10 years old, and I'm walking in the city, and I had to go to the store to get something for my dad or my stepmom or something like that, or I just generally go to the store to get something. And it was pouring outside. I mean, buckets and buckets and buckets of rain, just pouring. I still walked around out there. I mean, those times there was no cell phone days. Well, not till 11. Not till 11, I had my first cell phone. That was, well, I guess you could call it a cell phone. The thing was like a big square, kind of like a big square like that. I think kind of like that, and it was like this about this tall, and it had like a giant antenna on it, and it had like a little strap, but it was like you can't put it in your pocket. You can't. I tried looping it to the jeans I was wearing, and then I ended up just getting a like a potato sack backpack from somebody or someplace, and I just threw it in there, and I threw some other stuff in there, like coins and change and stuff that could last, because the potato sack was, it looked like a normal potato sack really, but it was in line with like a nylon liner inside, so I wasn't losing the change or anything like that I know of. But anyway, I'm out for a walk, and I'm not exactly sure why I was going to the store to get anything. Was it bread? Was it? I don't think it was cigarettes, because I would usually get a note for getting cigarettes and stuff. That was not until like 11 or 12. I don't know exactly. I think it was maybe bread or butter or whatever it was that at the variety store, and it was pouring outside. And I liked the rain so much that I didn't care if I was gonna get sick, and I just walking around. My shoes were soaking wet, and clothes were soaking wet, and then somebody's eavesdrop pipe is off, and it's just pouring out eavesdrop. So I'm sitting there, it's just like having like a nice cool shower. I'm loving this water, and I know it's silly. I was like 10 years old, and I'm liking this water and stuff. Now when I get home, I put whatever that I got in the grocery bag on top of the table. I got crap because the table is the type of table that if there's any kind of water or kind of any water cups, that it would leave rings or prints on the table and it would make them mad. So they were a little bit mad, but not as much, because they seen me that I was really soaking wet, and I went to my bedroom and changed my clothes, grabbed my one towel, because I had the towel in my closet and stuff. And as a kid, I didn't really have much clothes as I would have today. I've got a lot of nice clothes. A lot of nice clothes. Let's see. I didn't really have much clothes as a kid, and that's the earliest I remember the rain. Except, okay, there's another one. It's let's see. Was that before 10? Was that around 9? Gotta think now. Gotta think. Yes, in about 9. There was just one cousin that we would chill at his grandparents' place, and we would do stuff in the attic. We would bounce a ball around the attic, and it would hit cans, and we do like bouncing off certain things and doing trick shots and trying to hit some cans and stuff. And there's times we would fall asleep up there too, because we're bored of the drinking and the partying downstairs. And then one time we went to check out different parks, and I don't know, one day we were just sitting there catching butterflies for the crap of it. Even though we're a couple boys, and the sprinkler system started, so we were just jumping through the sprinkler system and getting wet. It's like that was a common thing. We would do that. We would come there at a certain time, and I'm pretty sure it was the summer, because we went there like a good 5 times to the sprinkler system. At the beginning, his mom and grandparents were really mad at him for getting wet in the sprinkler system. But after that, we were just wearing like normal shorts, and we're jumping through the sprinkler system, stuff like that, and pushing down with our feet and having fun. And shortly after that, we had like other neighborhood kids come by, and other kids were running around the sprinkler system having fun. And then it kind of got to the point where they put up no trespassing after school hours kind of thing sign up. So the sprinkler days was done, and we couldn't go there and have the fun and on a nice hot day. And at that time we didn't have any kind of places like that where sprinklers, that stuff were in the backyard. And those times we weren't really allowed to do that because the family didn't want to waste water kind of thing. They just didn't want to waste water. Those are the only ones that the rainy or sprinkly days or stuff like that I remember. Other than going to the, what was it now? I think it was about 11 or 12. I was going to the community pool, trying to learn how to swim. No, it was okay. That was okay. I know it was my 10th or 11th birthday. My teacher at the time, I think my 10th, 11th, I don't think it was the 12th birthday, but one of the birthdays I had at her mom's, and her mom was a nice lady. She had a lot of nice native stories. She taught me a lot of things and told me about Indian medicine. And she wasn't native herself, but maybe she felt native at heart. So she had a lot of good stories to talk about. So Yeah. I really enjoyed her company, or she probably enjoyed my company more because of her husband passed away and stuff. But anyway, my birthday was there in the pool, and it's like very first time to this pool, and like running down in, I jumped in. I jumped into the deep end. Never knew how to swim. I got pulled out. Came to and was coughing a little bit, but the party went on. The party went on, and I learned my lesson not to be jumping the deep end. And then since that time, I've been kind of scared of the deep end to an extent. And even around 16, 17, 18, I was trying some courses on trying to learn to swim. But I was just always sinking like a rock. No matter how much I was paddling with my feet or my hands, I'm always under the water. I'm sinking. I'm getting lower in the water, and I'm not above the water and trying to breathe and stuff. And I just couldn't really learn how to swim. I just couldn't. I mean, I could swim from side to side, but I couldn't swim all the way to the end and back again. But if there was like an emergency, I probably could. Probably could. Like an emergency, or trying to save somebody's life, or something came up about that. So those are my times that rain or sprinkler or pool times, and there's not only just that. It was also times that I would be going to like a waterfall place, and that was my two sisters were there, and it would start out with me and my baby sister, my oldest sister, and then it was my sister got a little bit older, and then there's another baby sister, and we went there, and then she's a toddler and stuff, and then the other one's a kid, and there was some fun times. That was like a long time ago too. And I'm at the end of this video now, so if you guys do like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. And share this video on the channel. Might benefit you, might benefit me. Please do tell your friends and family about me. Thank you for viewing this video. Time you guys watched it. Hope you all have a nice day, tomorrow night. And remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.